Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in.
Today, we will be covering 4 stories. Stripe's reported $7 billion acquisition of OpenRouter, SpaceX officially closing its deal for the coding company Cursor, a disturbing new child image abuse allegation against xAI's Grok, and Google's decision to make visible AI watermarks optional. Let's start with a big one from the world of AI infrastructure. Bloomberg is reporting that Stripe, the payments giant, has finalized an agreement to acquire OpenRouter for more than $7 billion. Now, if you're not familiar, OpenRouter is basically a single doorway to hundreds of AI models. Instead of signing up with OpenAI, then Anthropic, then Google separately, a developer plugs into OpenRouter once and gets access to over 400 models through one API and one bill. The company has claimed around 8 million users. Here's the part that makes this fun. OpenRouter's CEO, Alex Atala, previously described the service as a Stripe for AI, built to reduce model lock-in. So Stripe may literally be buying the company that modeled itself after Stripe. The strategic logic is that access to AI models could become a payments-style utility, where routing, billing, usage metering, and procurement all live in one layer. That would make it dead simple for apps to switch between models based on price or performance. The flip side is that it hands Stripe real influence over which models developers discover and deploy in the first place. Worth noting, Stripe hasn't confirmed any of this, telling TechCrunch it doesn't comment on speculation, and the reported price is a steep jump from the roughly $1.3 billion valuation OpenRouter reportedly had back in May. Next up, another acquisition, and this one's officially done. Cursor announced it's now part of SpaceX, closing a deal that followed an April partnership giving SpaceX an option to buy the coding company for a reported $60 billion. Cursor is one of the most popular AI coding tools out there, and now it's folded into Elon Musk's vertically integrated AI operation, which includes SpaceX infrastructure and xAI's models. The pitch from Cursor is access to what it calls the world's largest GPU fleet, basically an enormous pile of the specialized chips that power AI. In their announcement, Cursor framed it simply, saying, "Cursor will be one place where that intelligence becomes useful." What that reveals is the strategy here. SpaceX has raw compute and models, and Cursor becomes the interface that turns all of that horsepower into actual working code for developers. That could really speed up autonomous coding agents that run for long stretches on their own. But it also raises questions about neutrality and competition. Interestingly, SpaceX reportedly rents computing infrastructure to customers that include Anthropic and Google, so it's now selling compute to rivals while owning a major coding product of its own. And the close removes one of the last big independent players in AI coding from the market. Now to a much heavier story. A woman has joined a lawsuit against xAI, alleging that her stepfather used Grok to turn a photo of her, taken when she was 11, into more than 7,000 explicit images. This adds to a case already filed by 3 Tennessee teenagers who accuse xAI of having inadequate protections against generating sexual imagery involving real people and minors. The plaintiff described unrestricted tools as turning everyday life into child sexual abuse. What makes this consequential is that it moves the debate over permissive image generation out of the realm of hypothetical testing and into an alleged real-world case. If the claims hold up, they show how a single ordinary photograph could be used to industrialize highly personalized abuse. That puts real pressure on xAI and others to build stronger age detection, identity protections, refusal systems, and reporting channels, along with limits on editing images of real people. This follows earlier reports of sexualized Grok imagery spreading on X. To be clear, the allegations are unproven in court, the plaintiffs are seeking class action status, and xAI had not responded to a request for comment. Finally, let's talk watermarks. Google is rolling out a setting that lets users turn off the visible watermarks on AI-generated images, video, and music. To be clear, the invisible stuff stays. Google keeps its hidden SynthID markers and provenance metadata baked in, so there's still a machine-readable trail showing the content was AI-made. This applies to outputs from its Nano Banana, Omni, and Lyria tools, with a toggle sitting under Settings, Media Watermark. The reasoning is practical. Those visible labels can get in the way of professional media, ads, and creative projects. So Google is betting that behind-the-scenes provenance can keep accountability without stamping a logo on every output. Gemini VP Josh Woodward framed it as balancing creative control and safety. The catch is obvious, though. Regular viewers rarely check invisible credentials, and plenty of platforms strip that metadata when content gets uploaded, which means the visible label was often the only signal an average person would actually notice. To help with that, Google is also open sourcing a library called Credentio that lets people validate those credentials locally.
Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.